Hi guys, this is iScarlettFox and welcome to something I have never done before. It's obviously, as you can see, draw my life. And I'm not doing this because I've got loads of subscribers, because I don't, or loads of likes or loads of views. It's just I really wanted to do this. I thought maybe my channel might get a tiny bit more popular if I put this video on. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment, but yeah, so let's get on. I just want to explain something first. I'm doing this in an unusual way. I've taken pictures of my drawings and I'm just going to scroll through them whilst I speak. I've forgotten how to say the L word. So, I'm going to start. My life was made possible when my mum flew to England. She flew from a country called Hungary, and she was a Hungarian. Well, she is. Hungary is a small country in Europe, and that most people have never heard of before. She came to England to learn English. I'm not sure why she didn't just say it in Hungary, but I'm not complaining. My mum and dad met at a party and they fell in love. There's actually quite a funny story behind this. My dad asked my mum, "How old are you?" My mum said 28, but my dad thought she said 38. He was 42 at the time, and he thought there wasn't that much of an age difference. Even after he found out her age, he married her because he loved her. A couple of months later, I was born. As a baby, I travelled to lots of different places, such as America. Not too many, though. Then, don't tell Claus this. He was going to keep this secret, but he's my little brother. Yeah, Claus gave me 28. Anyway, about 1.5 to 2 years later, my little brother, Claus gave me 28, was born. Me and Claus were very close from the start, and we still are. And then another 2 years later, my mum got pregnant again. This time, she gave birth to twins, Leo and Lily. So far, we'd lived in a smaller flat in England, and pretty soon it was going to be time for me to go to school. My mum and dad didn't think it was suitable for me to go to school in London because apparently there weren't that many good schools there. So we moved to a smaller town away from London into a house that actually had a garden. I started school. All I remember about school is kissing a boy on the cheek. I know, guys, embarrassing, but I was only about 6 years old then, okay? Then in year 2, I swapped schools and moved house. I was quite nervous because I didn't know anybody, and I don't know, I can't really remember. Claus Gaming also started school with me. Year 2 was in year 2 I had quite a good time. My first friend was a boy, and eventually there was a group of girls that finally accepted me. There were 3 girls in the group I joined, and I really enjoyed playing with them. We had lots of fun together, and then I made friends with a different girl. She became my best friend, and I really liked playing with her. But I started missing my old friends, and I wanted to go play with them. But my new best friend wouldn't let me. She was quite overprotective of me, and I really didn't like that. I finally stood up and said, "No, I don't want to play with you anymore." She said fine, but that's when she started bullying me. Luckily, I still had my friends who comforted me, while the bully had no one. I finally talked to some adults, and the bully got sorted out. I was bullied for about a year. We'd moved houses quite a few times. So during this time, so yeah. But we always stayed in the same town, and we always stayed in the same school, so it wasn't really that bad. There was one time when I really didn't want to move house. It was kind of weird. I was hanging on to I was like crying because I didn't want to move house. But well, yeah. Let's just skip this part. And then, guess what, guys? I made the biggest decision probably of my life, okay? I had my hair cut short. I know, right? Massive decision. And then I got a new best friend. She was really nice. Well, she is really nice, and she is still my best friend. Well, back then, we weren't best friends. Gradually, we did become best friends. And we are really close. Sorry, I keep talking in past tense. However, the girl who bullied me began to bully my best friend, which was not cool, seriously. And it made me quite sad. Luckily, the bully has now been dealt with, and I'm not even sure what type of person she is now, as I barely see her. A couple of months ago, I began playing the violin, which has probably got nothing to do with this, but I decided to add it in. And then about 3 weeks ago, I went to my Hungarian grandmother's funeral. I'm still very sad about that, but I wasn't too close to my grandma, which is also quite sad. Let's go on to the next slide before I start crying. Unfortunately, my best friend began getting bullied again, this time by 2 girls. She, not too much, sort of mildly bullied, if you can do that. But before I finish, that takes us to the end. That's where I am right now, okay? But before I finish, I forgot to add how I got into Minecraft PE. Basically, I learnt about Minecraft PE and I started playing it at friends' houses. Then me and Claus Gaming began to get into YouTubers, such as started off with Stampy Longnose, and then iBallistic Squid, Ashtab, Amy33, Smidgetron XOX, and Legit Kawaii. Those were some of my favorite YouTubers, and they still are. When I finally got my phone, the first thing I did was start a YouTube channel and get Minecraft. The end. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Please, 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 guys. I really, really, really want to be a little bit more popular. My first Quest to Kill the Ender Dragon episode isn't that good, but you might want to watch it just in case, so you don't get confused. We are a lot further than we started off as, okay? We did mess around quite a bit in the first video. But guys, I just have a quick little note to add. Me and Claus Gaming 28 are starting Minecraft roleplay. That's why all of my mini quests, mini games, and Quest to Kill the Ender Dragon have been on hold, as I'm preparing all the skins and the weapons and all that stuff and mods and stuff. It's quite tricky actually, so again, thanks you very much for watching, and I will see you guys all later. Bye!